Ladies and gentlemen, our world is undergoing profound change. Our rules-based international order is under threat by war, geopolitical competition and systemic rivalry. At the same time, climate change is impacting our security and our societies. And democracies are facing the rise of authoritarian states and populist parties. In light of all these challenges, it is timely and crucial to discuss how we, as progressives, can protect our peace, freedom and security. Now is the time for change. It is a time to work closer together and defend our freedom. I therefore welcome the initiative of the Progressive Governance Summit 2024 to contribute to the concept of progressive security and to champion change in times of uncertainty. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe three aspects to be important when defining progressive security. First, security is about much more than military means. Second, security is relevant to the whole of society. And last but not least, progressive security requires international cooperation. Let me elaborate on all three aspects. First, limiting the concept of security to military means is too short-sighted. Our goal is and always should be to resolve all conflicts peacefully. We aim to prevent our diffuse crises and conflicts as much as possible. We do so by means of diplomacy and good governance, as well as through a comprehensive approach to security. One that includes diplomacy, economic and environmental policies, but also the military. The whole concept of integrated security has the objective of bringing together all issues and instruments that are relevant to addressing the threats and challenges ahead. It means that all actors, the state, society and the economy, must work more closely together. We need to strengthen the resilience of our state, our economy and our society. We need to establish a system of integrated defense in addition to strengthening our armed forces. And we can learn from partners and allies like Finland how to implement this aspect of integrated security, especially for the vulnerable interfaces between internal and external security. And I'm convinced that we need some form of military conscription to be resilient and to ensure our military staying power. Only if our armed forces are strong and deterrent will we ultimately be able to prevent things from coming to the worst. The goal must be to prevent an emergency from occurring in the first place, through effective and overall deterrence. Second, security should not be an exclusive domain but a collective responsibility. Security is relevant to everyone, everyone is responsible for it and everyone can contribute to it. Deterrence for me, therefore, is a whole of society task. Our citizens need to be made aware of the current security challenges and they need to take them seriously. We need this awareness and we need the determination to stand up for our values and convictions. And we need the willingness to defend them if necessary. As politicians, we must therefore continue to make clear the importance and value of security. Not by scaremongering, but through honest and open communication. Only then will our societies become more resilient. And we have to make hard choices and endure trade-offs when it comes to our budget and the amount of money we have to spend on security. We must always keep in mind, without security, nothing is possible. Third, a progressive approach to security also means securing our peace and freedom together with our European and transatlantic partners and not alone. Europe must be able to protect its own security and stability in a multipolar world. We all know that America is increasingly directing its resources and attention more and more to the Indo-Pacific. And it is very likely that the presidential elections in November will have an influence on the willingness of the United States to continue to commit themselves to European security. Therefore, We need more integrated defense efforts and more cooperative defense procurement and development in Europe. The key to a stronger European defense is cooperation, of course. That is why we are actively engaging in common defense initiatives, be it through bilateral or multilateral initiatives. We have to increase Europe's contribution to transatlantic burden sharing, and we have to take on more responsibility for the security of our continent. And the formula is very simple: a stronger Europe for a strong transatlantic partnership. We are therefore working hard to strengthen the European pillar within NATO, and we are willing to take responsibility. Ladies and gentlemen, to me, progressive security means including every policy field, including our societies and including our European and transatlantic partners in defense of our freedom. Now I wish you fruitful discussions on the transatlantic security architecture. Thanks a lot and take care.